Yes, Ebrima, Baraka Baki, Kotake, Motion Program of Gambian politics.
Yes, Mr. Jarra, Bafulali, Assalamu alaikum, Rahmatullah, Salah Barakatuh. Be Lamorla, Be Contona, King FM Fernando Kulali, Nido Kunyol, Honorable Mr. Amadou Sanyang, Nake Valem, Safan, Uncle Lemfamalem, Naluna, maybe at a singing on the Duman direct. But a few times I'm going to be in the office. Mokin the Balam. If I'm be control Mr. Jai, program on Yinto, Muntam Dunta Muslim Sankuromi Fanankono, Mikita Musukoti, be more be control Nala for Alasam Mabin di Jafanana, and Kendi Mabia Lanin Jata Kendi Abaning Happy Bunda, and in Sanka Banko Yin Fanan. Ngamin hamere pour banko ta nyaato fayri kere rek banko do ko lam manke mimbe masakunda to do ko la rek bari tolbe na nyantolem pour kaaje ko kan mirol fayño kan anin na jer ko kaaje ko men si banko samba no nyaato wole mbe samba nan jang haaji ki so mbe mol be konto nay toni konto Allah
baraka bake Mr. Mane na programme mo nyinto nyame nga ko masini honorable Sane niko salary increment jo pour ka la fa man sakunda la do kula le mi yalon ko ministre ya arrive London député nyat lingol dami yalon ko revised budget ko budget woni ka 5 kam murun kam pour ka je ka moti mi yalon ko kanyin dépense woni ka keno niko salary increment ay mona yitande do kula mi yalon ko wala man sakunda la do kula anim fankola al halobe la nyaade la kabiri nyilla faro wekika
nimbara baake Ibrahima ya follow nyame salary increase tel membe be jubero la bankola ko la ni revise budget mo sa fo doron adadatale pour ka ni salary increase wolon doron kabula lahido no ma political lahido wolon president em o lahin be salary increase la yena ye budget o dada me alon ko e lafta o lahido le timandila but maybe nyaton sa explain budget o nyen Kenya be nyame anyantale ka bankola al halo address ni high unemployment, inflation, falling agricultural productivity, collapsing health sector, poor quality, education, but my strategy je kono. So membe na take doron e salary lafa sila ebe o lafaro la nyame wala to ya kuntu jaya lafa nyoka pour ka salary dada. So balafa wartante because ngaje ko ebe molla wisis le normala imantare issues nyol address kan banko me ala kay banko sola so introduction thank you
ya adam ya laban kumo kum fada men don ebe mo la wisis le normal kan ni ko salary increasement mo jama sa fana wo necessary tale bari for so long civil sawarol be kumbola salary man fensi nale adinna abuka oni nga mal boro bondije nga luasol bondije nim fembu ka say so kono modol fana chef afon konta wala le bari ameta mo la fa
mo morning ko donata jifo ko emo senelalti bang emo ticholeti bang emo mo ledete e ka kontan wala le bari bankola ko tambita wala le ka fo ngin doronta ngadi nyante la soto bunda jubelale ande nyante la dokulal fana ila jo al halo be nyame wala ila pay structure be nyame hukuma yata ya jube kadunyi lafaro ne ya jube ay jumal le fevo kabo president long minister melka salary basoto so nimme let's say minister melbe 40,000 nyon soto kan ye 30% ke way wotatal jol about $12,000 lata woka silang yeta president la office ala cleaner dolbije wolmu $1,500 silet ne 30% la woka wo mu jollete $450 muna waye mune jaar waye fayala mani boto sindile ba ayala dapanso sindile ba so whole bije men tambita just to say ka fodorong increase na nyalong and then banko fanan na tamanya the economy anyanta tala nyame o fanan na nyalo ndamangal tema equity nyanta tarla jele ka fo doron kare mu cleanality ate fanan na do ko important al kare mu drive ala do ko important al e kana fo doron because nte mu minister onte mu nyen director nte le nyanta ju so la men tambita banko la al halo be nyame nyanta wo equity fanan dundilal ñil melbe duma na wol fanan sembo sele mbe ko fenke reference do dilel ndole whatsapp sen Rwanda ayanya tandiko wolila primary school teachers la joka 88%, secondary schools about 40 something percent. It is stratified. Wo mo nyitandi melbe dumala inyanta wol semben fiyala mella jobe santo imanya neo kafum wobe continue la wona disparity be warala inflation be mo be leka minister damanna muso bukata marsewto cleaner la musol wal kata marsewto driver la musol kata marsewto clerk la musol kata marsewto teacher la musol fanan kata marsewto. So among equity established in the pay structure, so italiake le dorom adaye même favor wolon the top officials in Bangkok.
Okay. Yes, Ibrahim. Niko salary increment anim fana nafulo nyin nata na kabiri yafo bakamunda revenue and grants mi yalan ko wallem ko dol tinka men soto memo muna fangote anin soro amu fenete mi yalan ko atalatal. Was it necessary for amu fenete mi yalan ko abenun ko mayari ne pour ka salary la fa at this point?
Maintaining National Assembly nduntanyo la salary increase lale na budget flow being a menfeng always kaful ha na salary nyanta kafulal bon kam nyitandila bam fula soto be nyame ata afford nola na debt to GDP be over 120%. Julol be mol kunna to the level nin continue ta wanya tumando nti julol jonola banko al halonga tarnu nyame akoleata parastatals jamabe jebe kumbokan ela dokol mantarta kanya an haninka bi jamabe je mantarta kanya. So nite ko ila revenue jita minister finance by 3.3 billion. Then revenue dol bije fana they are not a manke revenue to me along ko sawo sabe muruna like a sale of assets ye men dundije mega bank fenko 1.3 billion net jare ni wafi jare te 1.3 billion total. So itella income level near peg nying yenyil be kafuje ni 1.3 billion do kafuje. It means it's not the realistic level banko la income. It's still below by that amount. Jari la income be jila by that amount. So Aquala's strategy is to cut so that as a civil servant say one thing. But memo yemulle kuntu. I budgeto men sambaje buladol bije although you will revise le but isa for dorong ye mel natije aboko budgeto the National Audit Office yele training kuntu by 1.5 million ila external audit services budget me alon ko ka project hall auditor la e ka other departments auditor la because national audit masakunda la famko be audit nola so e ka whole subcontract le you know hani central bank external auditors le ka you kuntu by 20.5 million dollars way munen min itemal la fi accountability established. So Nimaunil institutions of audit, you open up the doors, corruption no silafa, you know, public expenditure waste silafa, policy continue. Regulatory audit fana you tala. Although nil National Assembly nata nyitandila ko altenyin talano. But waka me nyitandi finance ni nyin natale ima ko faham amira fam kendeke aboko classroom student ol ka fanyame cut and paste nga jam kuntu doron jam ko na salary rafa. But some of these are critical statutory requirements lom pour yen audit ke. So ni national audit office la capacity tala. It means itemam pare ka statutory requirements fulfill. Then ibitala dula dolto melmo hani National Assembly la oversight inem budgeto men nata je yewol kuntule by 78%. So ni ol fananta kuntu wol bitala nyaadi lay be oversight function ne perform la. Yeta agriculture planning services are reduced by 42%. Yeta ila productivity production and productivity 37%. Then livestock production and productivity 41%. Silang Senelal email jambando subsidize no. Bari ila operational capacity, ministry la capacity, ibe ukuntula, wolbe muna deliver no. And you are making a drive for food self-sufficiency. We achieve like
ni mosa fono masakunda fole bari mam mantra paring kapa kudo mantra jemi alon kan salary la fa asi mosa fono ya abe bola janne do se dulalle kuntung yedulalle kuntung ka funyoma pour kanyen salary njoka asemu lanjur le na feno masakunda tawandri
lanjuro si wara nole because follow mbe July le ministry dole la budget ema expenditure nate up to end of June ema woni tande dole bije maybe la budget line dole ban o itata to a level me lonko itaka control mem fo wo nyong man balance man yeje yalo nyema wo be jubeje so ni nata implement ibina wo difficulties le face la.
Okay, Kamutangra Ebrima, yes, Ebrima. Mune muila beauty on this salary increment. Na wati la watu mi yalon ko dunia kono ye economic recession ibo wala experience kan wala fankol mantra barakarim bake.
Along politics, a better atale pour economic understand. A better atale banko la fanko yalong akat abetem pomento. A bete atale fana yalon banko moli be solar minna ni ma wollon ning ilafta pour ka mol se wonde doron danko ke se wonde si banko ni banko mol torano si man torano e se tra ko ke kan mi yalon ko tella miro min to oila min to wala pour yamira ko be mol le dahandila asa tara dahandiro do be je abena ko le ala wulula a joko la hidole mi yalon ko iko adita no ajoko political kono political lahi dolen ka ko ni jonta ni sita embe salary la fala bari wo salary fana nabe la fala anyanta ke la dalilo le kan dalilo mi yalon ko asikeno ate batawulula ate mantoro wulula bari fana anyanta ke la kuleti mi yalon ko nimmo mo yaji hakilma ya mo yajibe ya tenten inyantalo nako ay sense make le follow ni ko mole salary increment ya fo momo wolen kam mol la joke la fa doku lal la joke ka la fa and wole man sa doku lal la jo la fa ni ya fo momo rek hakil mala be hakilo mutala ibajal ko mu kulati mi yalon ko anyanta kela and so tarte tar woto mola karola bari mi mu problem ti wolen ko ni ko 30% comme honorable sane ya fo nyame rek ajoko mo soto do wuli keme fulala bari mbe alon ko mo beje min kajo min siata wuli keme fulala pour ka ko indi demande rek president no fan kajo min siata wuli keme fulala modo beje e kawjo wuli mo wanna do beje e kawjo wuli fulala say wuli fulala tiebe je wuli mo wan tiebe je wuli keme fulala tiebe je min ko amanke karamba fonte de hakilo lambe ni ala famo je hanne alquran to always nabi yam la ka foka kadiyam hakil malle wara limani amol na tar karanal ro ni nyantal na be danna wolle to bara hakilo fang dika ko understand no le ni afu moli ni ka mojo wuli keme fulala e ka dojo wuli muwan e ka dojo wuli fulala e ko ye nyante la salary la fala bari ko le albe kering ila balwobe ko learing e ko courant certa e ko dépense certa manol certa e dinno wala karamu total certa ilafta pour ka mol da handi ka soniyandi mol kam ngamere makoyro nabe kela ko leya warta min ni kam baake makoyro nyanta warla wolle kam baake dan min yalon ko ye fanno ni wo ke tan mol taji ko e atilintale asi hakilumuta bari min ka wuli keme fula soto ani wuli tallul bari ngamta wuli keme fula dron ni min ka wuli keme fula soto e 30% diyal wala ye wul taw worol di wala ni na calculation correct 30% min ka wuli keme fula soto e wul taw worol diyal min ka wuli muwan soto e wul woro dron ni diyal say min ka wuli fula soto e keme worol di wala so ajibede e ko moli say lafta alla balwo bari balwo be kolari ne lafta pour aliyadaha ka makoy aliyadaha do yeke ma woro dron di wala do ye wuli woro di wala do ye wuli taw woro di wala nen talar la miye talaro ke aka wuli keme fulale soto ay wul taw woro di afala woto ñin doni ta jalal ko talaro
aka munda ñin 30% fa modol ñaabe jutuna la le ita amara ni ata salary be increase la ayanda kala ñaadi le
ñim fam manke afo flote because last time your salary increase le and ngamira ntenga afonu ko ka salary increase abete atale bari kenya men woman bete a ñanta silin kala jele kaje ko min yalon ko salary hayta baake i ñanta amount min la faale kan wo nata nun ko mi ko mol fon be ibe wuli fula la fala wala wuli saba just pour ka so nendi mol rek wul nani wuli lul mol saje ko okay maybe afi satale mbe yel la fa the same amount lel bari ni ma ke wonya may ko 30% yewo use ajo ko ibe dole advantage kan dolt ando ni ngaji be min ya decide min ni ya foko ñanta kala 30% leti bari tolle ba joro abe tolle na fala baake wala yatne ya decide wonya me ya nata non kabri ko tala e ko nyanta salary la fala ya di mo la min yalon ko wala la salary man sia min ka wuli fala soto wuli fala tiel nyin cleanal nyin tical nyin security do kulal ko police o lembang immigration ñol lembang amin sojaro lembang min ko lokano ko do ko la ni ko wala ya decide no ya ko den nun talaro be kala nyamen difference wote warla ten bare ajo min ne talaro ke abe tolle na fala baake wala yatinna ya talawo nyama bari nyimman ke folote aketal num andu mol ya fole dafa ngo ya tandilo ko aketa nu nyamen amam fea e manya na kala 30% across the board ya fo mol be 30% comme nga ko nyame rek min ko wuli ko place o min ko wuli mo sota ani min ko wuli place ila jala ko woto ko la faya kan andu natara num fan ko marché soto pour président la musol na marché soto pour ministre la musol na marché soto mi ko pour min yalon ko la soto man sia e ila jol siata nyame dal siata wolto ñoy wala nyam mo sa understand ko fan okay ni tata ñi don ka bari mbekata marché kilingol to manon ka the same price ka wala joje e tulol yemira few fen ni tala rek the same thing lang courant min ka consume the same thing lam so obviously ka salary la fa yes wo ñantale abetata bari atalata nyamen e woman correct e min la soto warta ay wala nafa dan fulan jam fanan kana murnan comme alla fata nyamen ni na budget jibe pour wati jama dolla budget ngatra operate kan at a deficit wolam ko na budget tol kamin soto na soto nyimu kulati mi anka afon fon tale malo munat na hanisa man falin na soto nka soto minke na ferele siata na sotode andum korda tetar laje household moni la dimbaya nata itela soto ila ferele siata ila sotode wote continue nola ameta nyawnyam foy problem soto natra karwo kare ka wultan soto ite ka wultan ni lulle dum karkilin karfula karsaba sambe banna wato wate ibe wulta woro ibe bon la damende foy affaire ideta ibeta julol nyin la oyta daniroke son tol fana nama sukuna kata mo nyam ajo ko kamin soto abukan na ferelsi because aman na ferelsi sa mfu ngata banta ngata danirola wara ni wonte ngata don torola o don toro naka kan cost le akan cost min na yaji ben na budget every year min kata pour julu jolla nka julol jo minna bring interest wa nin do julo ko akasia 10 to 20% na budget ninten ase continue ata continue no la wala tan nak ko le ani foire ya be la fala be la pour ka kol minke man sakunda be la pour ka do kol minke itake no la ko man sakunda nyanta minke la priority wala ko ila soto bunda foy wala fa ani hada madimo be molbe ni ba kan ila soto mansia momo yeje ila balwoto a starta dame wolan ko ila soto man siyano ila soto nyin nak a nyanta siyala nyaadi la yafo okay lo ngata ngakaron ke ngalondo do soto na do ko sila fa la do ko la fata yeta karon la fa kan fay experience to be promote kan ila soto ka siya nyami isi la fere fa nang adjust no do manding barna tay la balu mo me be ila fere wala siyata ila soto ime la soto improve no tata blado an wo soto bunda nga folo ko tolla jang yalo nga fa non ko benum crossroad le radio ko le be konko santo nga repeat ko tanke be konko santo be ta kam futata sila fatoto nyanta lola nga blasilo no mi am ka ben la fala mom blaw no ma dem be continue kan nim tota konko dangoto rek be jolo na duma le be tlaje na economy na safaro nin gambien wol mom marala hani ngalo ngam fanda hande ta hani dulato andu masa kunda wolbe kere masa kunda le miyalon ko alam futa anyanta marala minna ni tara banko wol mi an koy ka foy develop ta fonni european banko le mang america nyol canada nyol yeta hani ka rwanda min fo sainting ibatare la mansa kunda se mbortale ila soto siatal because ye fero le ke mi an koy ka soto ka siata foy ke la banko sambano nyato ndolla mansa kunda buka fenke no banko dumole ajo kon kana mol min kalin ka kodol min soto ka taxes min soto ma koy rol min kananan ka dani rol min ke ni nga soto rek nka dondi ko le kuntum yalo nka joko dépense rek nka consume le bari buka fem
produce no esa ni na tane wo karo nyina e watar la ko waka munda modol bije ya sulo soto budget ho jing adada ta nyame député wala ya approve na tan ko emanson ala ata bulan wala e mun ko observe na député bu wala tamandir nyala ni na nan ka national interest ka champion wala ka tamande namro ñinen karo kumata but janim beji jabila lafta doron ka certain facts put across in terms of statistics kabring ñim man sakundana to 2017 precisely January President Barrow kuma follow keta menti me alon ko ain't shock at the time, and there were people melialon ko ba try to justify wala mko atemalon ko nyim banko ka molbe jam melialon ko ki jom $1,500 la when surprise ko mo be siri nyim banko kam hani mantara man sakunda do ko wala ibe fan sum business wala wallahi ye fenge idea soto le mol ka salary me receive nyim banko kam so kabi man sakunda de même fo wala mko ilaftaka salary jibelem. Part of the reform agenda of the Barrow government was to embark on civil service reform, and part of that civil service reform audit exercise in the civil service. Honorable Bejan, I think he was in government at the time, he can bear me witness. Kabir audit exercise ninke, I think about August 2017, the Minister of Information then, Demba Ali Jao Fintita, in a press conference to say they were able to recover or discover 3,146 ghost workers. Munan ghost workers solti wala multimillion ko itobe payroll nyintole man sakunda la payroll to salary ka borile bari e mantara do ko wala ida e fatale bang wala e mantara do ko le sirin wala ko ne retire le bang ando be nyim banko kanne mol million ko e fata e ba kaburo ko no hanisa ka salary receive because o multi because itobe system o konal million ko be sirin wala ko ne retire le bay ka salary receive 2017 according to ila report nyindo ko na salary na civil servant we had up to 28,618 civil servants in the country. But then these has also increased within a 10-year period. In 2017, a data for 40,000 civil servants in Mel Soto. And 40,000 okono, yaje ko 3,146 me ghost workers already. Every month, $10.5 million Mansakunda ko le dundi ñu la salary ko nakamta ka government cost wala salary bill of 10.5 million. Every year $125 million wala ka dundi ñu la salary ko na mol mer yalon ko mantara do ko la. So nde amre the first point enta kala kabalo audit exercise ke aliya realize ko ñebe system ko na. Who was responsible for paying these people because amari be crime la commit kanno. What steps did the government take pour ko ko mol mer yalon ko be ñu kuriya ke kanno ya stop. You got $125 million you recover. $779 million were left unrecovered by the government after that audit exercise. So couple audit exercise be kada inside another thing to ya stop le according to them ya stop le kanu la salary joe meaning I mark to have to recover $125 million but $779 million were left
ought to be moment answer soto wala fo ko dol ni recover tale bang o ko dol dunda min tole ni recover tam nato ni mari recover man sakunda be mun step leta kan ko dem ka boss wol nyanta ta recover le momo wayan ko was responsible for that was committing a crime and the person must be punished for that. That is one. But ni not use salary system of like 30% increment. Nganyem fo yunum kabiyan call no wolum ko nyo fe ala be nyim banko kan. Andong asita le pour dobal melialon ko fente bulu foirol le muti placité bulu londité bulu ila joma beteya ibe foire ala ko ne banko ko pour lo singola ya je ko nyo fe amem be nyim banko kan ay dam. In the sense that new government nana mang inin moment 30% increment kufa kabig president Barrow be promise ke kan salary increment ye même fo wala ko nyanta il after new pay and grading system le set up la mais ya lon ko abe mola based on the living cost high cost of living in the country because ajelo ko tonya bata soto da banko kan ne covid-19 natale bari say wala excuse in this country ni jante ko covid-19 the war in Ukraine wala ni problem be samana all that covid-19 nata economic disrupt hani banku balay batandile sodu Gambia Ukraine wonata economic situation of banko kan nyame be alonne so inata foko be salary increase la ni salary increase at least new grading system wala nyanta na me alon ko be na salary in restructure la but ndela mira roto was salary restructuring nyanta kala mentin the gap between the high income earners comme même foko njandron high income earners and the low income earners anyanta wala bridge la aba bridge la nyaadi la wala mko yes structure ni ya restructure to make sure that grading system woni benyama ay falling. You don't even need to increase 30% ni okay economics man kana area okay but the basics there are certain basic things nen ñu sonko do ke economic situation be nyame banko kan bi ye 30% la fa comme ya fa nyame do the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer president Barrow la salary ni mel malon bi salon ko kabira nata mala salary jani kan increment okay dala civil kema fula dala civil talulu lulu akola receive every till tansaba ko le soto salary to ye 30% la fa ala salary tata sign dala civil keme salam dala civil tansaba anin killing akola receive bi ye mo soto nyim banko ka me alon ko abe do ko wala karo fa imajo fenna fo dala civil fula ame balo fa ame balo borindi man sila fal imam malu ko mo dimba ya tiyo me alon ka nyanta kala dimba balundi ibajo la dala civil fula lan wolbe sela so kon e man na fel la fa woye e ko 30% yola la fa comme ya fa nyam somebody receiving $1,500 yemu ne la fay $450 wala même 2000 receive ka yemu ne la fay around $600 e kay ko ne me alon ko hani mani bodo 25 kilo amasi ya mani banko kambi mbe alon ne okay so gap between the rich and the poor abole gena selindi kan so the economic consequences economists all bejane ya analyze le and I've been on platforms many along ko economists all ya for ala consequences be kala mun abe mun wulu la banko kan inflation because ni ko be salary la fala hani bi tala bun ko no Ebrima bi ni la dimba beje e ko well sign you know mbe bunku tolo lola mbe moto kutole sanna mbe fenkuto fo ya fo moli ko at least woji ko betare nako yedula so ka ko do bandi dame amanke be do ko King FM dama be jikirim fendela hanato nun ko la salary dama King FM leng bari be jikirim nako be ko do so la King FM so nimman sakunda ko be salary la fala mo nyande fanjinin kala mun lay ba bondi kam min tole. It's because it's not only about increasing 30%, but it's also about the sustainability. And sustainability in wala mundi be menake ka wala ko either ibe tax le la fala because you must have a source of revenue generation. Either be tax le la fala wala be don turo le kala. Kama ngala nyando lem banko kabri 1965 don turo ngana hadio ganin dani o ngoda malaki. So ning revenue le be generate la wala ko you probably going to increase tax. And the tax increase juloyani safaro melian ko ka fengol samana banko kan fol fani la fengol dala fa. Wala nyim banko kay ka wulla doron biyeta bidi ko to e fengo san dalas tanna yamuruje sama wala sinin doro yatara $15 comme just 3 weeks ago ndara jaba boto san $725 just kunun ko ndara san ko nge $850 maybe jani ba for next month ala fala $1,000 nyebe keri nyim banko kan so 30% nying fo nyimme yanon ka $1,500 wala ka $2,000 arafa nafa mun la at the end of the day
niko salary increment wala to salary restructuring ibatar la ko kamunda PMO simpanyal bondi ko civil service reform program 2018 to 2027 strategy wo kayto nyimbala ay may yitandi wala lem PMO ko the consultancy by the Public Administration International wala ya do ko woni yewoke andu ye validation o nyinkele mi yalon ko fo yewoke within PMO nyim fanko na 2020 ite fe mune be falina fo man sakunda ila load la fali instead of following this new salary increment grade system o nyi pour ko wo implement yew bula je 30% nyi
yalo bala fa wata fo ngani foto don niye banko di molla mel yalon ko imalum banko ka tama nyame ise hekatu kuma kan la bari me bulubani mara ko de nyoto banko la tama ni nyaro ni nekake because politician la no doron ka fo doron ko bala salary increase and ko afa janne 50% increment was made covering this government nata this is not the first time a salary
in 2019
yet increment of 50% but if I molla bal wo fala nyim banko kan ba yala mo nyande ke fa nyinin ka nyinna e ko nyoko bi bena salary la fala ndebe interest ri men wala ko ni salary la fa nyanta na fala le at least anyanta na bal wo fali no la but ni salary bena fa kan living cost fanan kan la fa ay mun na fala so is better yabula no to fa so membe je wala ko man sakunda promise leke ko they are going to increase salaries. President Barrow la Africa it's a type of campaign promise, political promise line. So kabana da yaje ko at least mo le promise ala. At some point new scale ni manke ko mbalanga 30% la fa. Comme ya fanya Public Administration International from the UK. Iko wole consultancy work yinke and they were done ya be validated and everything. Now coming to July 2022 kabri yaje ko the economic wala na jandi be nyum dol kala. It's important that you make an assessment both short term, medium term and long term. Looking at the economic situation of the country, COVID-19 been janne even before this new pay scale announced. COVID-19 be janne. Okay. Then you talked about the Ukraine crisis. Even without the Ukraine crisis, man and what time more, but certain economic trends globally were there. Me alon ko man sakunda so jibe no le. Yanton fonda economic situation of Jaji ko for punya salary increment ni bekeno in terms of sustainability because wala kumata ja
Mr. Njai ni dia amta modole ka fo ko ni mu dunia be ko dunia be ko le arin gambe so tan exception wa ebe mu na fula mo
ya lon kany ndal na jabi do ka tementi mo mel ka masifa bala fa warda tol ni nata negativity ku jawolla kam fan suma banku do la wala ni ko banku be dunia be ko le ar bari dunia be develop ne munane be ga banku be develop ndol fana nyata ka develop yalon hana banu nyande fan suma ku aka li fan suma ku jawo damala ni dem ko ko le abe ke dula be do bari banku fana be develop kanne ndol la capital hala be futa lotol Banjul I think maybe is the only capital in the entire world they melon mais on ka float e pare de ko $40 million project ko wala ke do dollar capital ka float e ka fa mo le ko dunia be be ko le yari mais capital de ke mi ma ko ba float kan ko men Banjul ka float nyame fon de mi ran kan fan suma ku ba nga fa ko wel ni dunia be ko le yari bari banko do move kan be develop kan fon do don fan de develop no la bam so abeta ran nata wole mo ko the new grading system or whatever may alon ko government nyanta londi la non di nyanda ka short term or medium term and long term assessment like from when you sustain no la bam because somebody told me I'm not quite sure but the person who works at the Ministry of Finance that even the salary increment thing that they're talking about it was a World Bank promise. I'm not sure whether this 30% is part of that. I know it's the revised budget but the salary increment even plan the new structure and everything. Somebody told me working at the Ministry of Finance we can always confirm this but that the new salary scale the World Bank will have to fund this for a period of 5 years. New 5 years in Banta, it will be left with the Gambian government for them to sustain it. In a 5-year period, can we sustain that? Well, question on you.
But in your job, Mansakunda, Tamandrinyaro, Kamunta, executive Damam Blemola, could Mansakunda, certain decision on Bokoning, Fright Abankola Bantabato, Naranko people representative Volbo Leto. It am Blemo Mintole. But President Borota from Sarilla Faldron, Ike, Amanjar to National Assembly.
Yes, Okumata Bakele, Nina National Assembly, political aside, coming up on Yamen, the salary increment thing is of course a political promise, and of course those in parliament are also politicians. Ngamen fa doron ko de comme se hekatu ko tanga ban ni power di mo la mel mi burubani maralong ni damara kake do be jen sa ko tilimbali ale e be parliament they know the consequences because in model se kacha because this is very basic Ebrima you don't need to be an expert in economics for can you long this is very basic the economic situation of the country ngamna mobile along don't be je yalo tilimbali ale just because they want to please the president, because the president wants to please the public, they want to please the president just to make sure that but don't be faham baliyan lombaliale. Wallah ima long the consequences of their actions. Ikalo kablinga deputy odol me kalo ka ko ka salary lafa o kumata bakele is a bold step from the government, and we should commend the government for that. My friend, why should we even commend government for even increasing salaries? Me ya longo masakunda la do ko wala pour kaje ko banku dingol ye taranya kello kono ye baluke no so banko kan. Now, if you are just telling us that kumata la pour masakunda salary lafa, but muna mala consequences at the end of the day. Ite me ya longo te dibito men kalo ko kumo for parliament kono. Ite alo no ko melia carte audit la ni yo salary increment of 30% ke ite la jobe gina hayla le melia carte audit la gap min be ni tema ka gina la fane akam ta fuarol melia lan ko wolle carte audit wala ki ne do parliament kono wala fuar ya ka gina la fale ite mi lan ko carte audit le mam bata ila fanga ma ya ka gina la fa ngam ne nyanti mi la bake ye hakilo fay o kuma kan si bala so parliamentary will obviously contribute nga dol follow le dol be je melia lan ko they were very realistic with the assessment dol be je ajelo ko amanya nakake bari comme police benjamin numbers matter parliament men ka tama je wolen carte fawde adena bidé dol be je lota la pour akanake bari man kuno je because melia lon ko siara wolle carte fay revised budget ding approved and salary increment
eta mara député nyanta munen kala bri ñi froté ñaati lengulo
yala membe je ñing kada ñing within a period of 1 week, because government be deri ñing ko kan nenu fa beta yala gambia ko ka tara jande mo gamma sakunda ka tara deri fo ni chocho ko mata ni munu siata doro wota mo le ka act ñing ko be deri ni man sakunda ñaabe ka sala to kamera ko fem manke munu dati da doro mo starta ka chocho ko because dikole be kedin ko July 2022 mo la salary be falina new structure be na all that be deri ngakam kabrim isu ñu fotata even at the Minister of Finance, somebody at the Minister of Finance said, well, the government was silent about this. Although a commitment of the economic situation was not favorable, but within a period of 1 week, we are crossing from a low supplementary bill. Sorry, the revised budget parliament. This was on a Thursday, I think. Friday, salary jota. According to Moya Fanyame like they were working. This person works at the ministry. They were working up to Suto because Kabila approved that wrong from parliament straight. They started working. On Friday, the salary jota. What I don't know, just to please people. At the end of the day, both the executive and the parliamentarians have a role to play in this because it was not happy.
Okay, honorable. Kananang itakam kamunta minister justification wala ayala lodla bambandi deputy bonkono mayatina ayinke akala move ni is not implement amanke fentimi yalon ko fang inflation ning asala fan wala siwo keno banko ning kane bay akamem fo wolem akate ay revise ay budget woni a revise le andon fa wokono ay cote ki jele même bina 1 billion sila mune muy la reaction di wanda
it's an inflationary budget. Budget will be prices calculated. But Janimina Auto for Sanjay coming for civil service reform. Brintel Vijay, Ntayan Singlo as finance minister, who pay structure ni Walanyanta revised la. Na revised then is in our salary increase. Then which will benefit the country. And if I increase that to 11 melonko, it's sustainable as a continent mansakunda batan. But civil service reform, now you when you revise budget con, ye 15 million nyon nakije, ya jindi now to 0. Kwe monefiri, koi mampare any reform la. And Sanjay men for ghost workers until that time long bring our discover na mol bule kanne internal audit nyol prior trace mel bije nyanta culpable la mari nyanta jola nyanta ni mol mutale mel kanyum kodota ani nyanti prosecute la bari ngambe be nyamen tay kol ka fale nyinketa isaja beide ka fole gambian ala bula do ni chochota ebe nyana lala fertilizer men sunyanta jang mune fotaje jumale mutataje ndema moyde maybe mol sa moy bari ye trokol mutale melbe fertilizer samba across the border gambia senala la fertilizer yana bi ko lental subsidize nol amunda ko yekano la wala wunto so mansa kunda sifa me ya lonko tiling ate bulala wonoma aka mol bula say membe keren doron safo nyaade matelo membe ate mbewole
eka goswo kalmen ko melan ko furelle muti walla dol men mantra do ko la salary obviously department on bije men marta wol sifa la ma sakunda la karfa jolan yo jumanyen lem responsible dawal
no pmo yela list bonnele o man ko le bari ka noma ka prosecute government nyanta nyim file submit lale
to the attorney
general ya prosecute
melka ko do ndamo
yes wol be nyanta lana be nyanta prosecute lale an ko do nyanta recover lale mbele dem wati yaji budget o be nyame gambia bele dental meya balafa the civil service doron ne tafo kan senala lima wol tafo de ni small businesses melbe bataring mawol tafo the youths nyol memang employ moma wala kuma what is their share in this budget mun strategy le bije membe wol affect la coming back to your question kafo it's inflationary mbatonge la budget line dol nyitandila follow ata minnal green tea ndo bukami ndega tea malamin ndal gamin okay it was 2021 yemenkije was 984 million 984 thousand 841 but ya kafule 2022 1.4 million dalo ye goods le target sai wo goods le bina dunna etamera wo bitiktiol be wo absorb la le bam foy base afford la le to the consumer e badi la sandir la le then yeta income tax functo income tax personal income tax 2021 it was 1 billion nyisilo inataki 1.4 billion way mu nañu tan ñin salary joka ho jamabe murula man sakunda kan
jang woto ite malla fi ñim bankol oy be fon le ne kan rek ajo koy silo de da kabri ba de da kan hani silo même manque ingéniati e manque expert e nyantal ko nyanta silo kan ka nyame silo ka traje moto la silo ka traje cycle la silo traje sinna tamal dal jiwo min fanan kana a nyanta silo sot lale wo je silo e nyanta wode dalal fo aje ko wo correcta yena silo de da bare je do ko keta nyame aje ko nene role keta je anener de do kutale amantani silo la je la silol imade da ay correct because ntanga jël banjul wo si wej ni buri be idada kay kamin ke wolam slap o gulendi akono je fitay senea no mimbe je yaboni je slap mimbe je yamrundi je o non te slap do kaje silo nyim manke comme ka normal silol ke jami nita dula dol to din ko sim fay dinka ye berol ke je amin ye sometimes ye concrete ke je ye beton ke je ye godoron ka ye mano kakan nyim simple concrete lam rek andu ne banjul la distance jibe ala lent go silol be ni jibe isa la lent long abe mente dan niya jibe fan silol ni ba de kulay ka hayma ni hayma nyanta do kuno la minna ibal na la ko yemin fo je asiata bakel one problem te bari silol la do ko la quality nying amam betea anita mina siwe system nying amantraje ni tata comme ngamoy molba fo ka nyiwato ka chal siata fan ni tata comme konje bon rotoje ajo ko bañul wota mo ninje natanu akatani wo gotalla do kata muslim high school ma fawla den senagosten ngambe hay tema dol kataje den nyim pompin machine soto ko ma bon road min ka pombe so je fana nanata ay dole sota nyanta tarala damen so anyanta tarala damen asi resno damen ni o to beta yabe sika o yabe wafi ajo ko anyanta space min o ko pale o talale so naman tara anyanta tarano la dami naman tarano to abe funtilale because je ta contain no la anyanta tarala dami ni o dete de ka be fenkela hani mbuso fa ni je ka kono ni yo space dete yedla do dete pour ka o tala abe funtilana mbanda so je nyanta tal dame fay pompa ta ko ma wodulal fanam fongo be a joko be sukitale si wek system nyimam betea bari ni tata Banjul and han ko mbujan fanan ay la jamal letinya ni tata mol yay batar la mol be je dol be je natal fo danaka kumbali ngol and wo memu ala biggest problem ti amanke flooding da matide e mol be flooding nyine je kan yes flooding yin ha wobe je la anda tinyaro ke mol ye bakela wole visible ta wala mol nyaabe minna bar mol nyaama minje because nyin flooding birata atata ni ta dula dol to wo gotal to nol minni be je tulol min be bonding kama total min be je mbedo kam fego fe wes be je a joko ay wolbe funtindile mol blata wol kon and wolti mol kuran nole bari yaaji be fanan kon na jang na nawek pipe sol iman ko rek baake li kay gis ñol kata dulal tole so ñing kam to ta dol be je ni wol funtita dunta je kon isi lik non na jel konole so wo jel nim mol yamin a joko ñi waterborne disease kuran mi yalan ko jeka ko isi wo jenole mani ye hakilo to jede sa jeno asikeno janni nyaato do ndinga ñi sasandi mesongol je kuran mesongol binen ko abe funtla mol bala birim bala ganyal ni fenkol ita understand la because flood aka wolbe cost le bari mimu rek man good town wala city planning sort bari ni nata jangi nata KMC ma fangol la bari Banjul woy good planning sort do ko le man betea ni nata KMC ñol ma fang kata West Coast flood kata dame biringo jos on ma fang la ibo town ay dame ni affect baake kata nema suñol ibatar je ko city planning teje hani jaba min ba fo kanko silo de data meta e silo drone de da barki silo man de da so eventually nin development nata jebe ta mun tole mo la sol kono rek so of course flooding be kalale
so ita wara mun nyanda because man sa kundale project o di wala contract ko la kay ko jande dañe obviously la man beta sa nyanda mun negal ngamen fo walam ko sila do ko ngamira nga fa nyim programme to janne walam ko ntolbe damen sa ngam fansoro sanji tallulo ane woro la sa na osil nimbuka silo do kunon fangoy woto den salon kon tol feltal bari sila do ko nga datale ngaaji min be do ko ke kan Banjul bari be silo do ku kan e kamen ke is very simple ngaaji le bari PW biddi be jay ka jorong le sotoy wo jorong ke man sa kundata right on the municipal council ni ay traje wo ye sembentu ya fonga sta ka gambenol sembentu yal il faut que la silo de da il faut que siol de da ninga expert sol bondi nga mol bondi coming outside sol nga do ko nyindila ni na tay kajal ko maybe la engineer and few technicians wala ka bari yari gambiano la Banjul project yari gambiano la
no bari wodi ta nyame be wolon ne e nyanta mol yalla min kita fam ma ko yo anin ka banko ma ko manke kilin ya ni na pour ko banko ma ko ba di la min lay bol bari ni na pour ke fam ma ko obviously ya nyin ko min kita rek be mu gambenol ti be mu hakil mal min be caring
as a finance central bank company do lebije aka sila dada ke menyanta bon road law silo dada no yemma single sotan so on e defaulter government na taw joranta te works minister of works engage lewato ko e ko nying ya fenkele non ko ngawaf government yawa ko e hani this nga nyinke besti melon ko hani sila sutun ni sera kunda ko no lombam ba ka lombam brikama lon equipment yo soto because mel ka nyin beton mix manola menka la wo ma single baby jail ko nga wo use for the country nga capacity bill NRA nge involve ko ta ma single nyin jube yata tata jube sita for months momentage nge kumande e man interest so NRA kumande nga foil prieta wo joraunta what happens mol kate fan sulande jorando la jebe o personal be fenkel kan balaisla but this was a base nga menganian pour government yala on fenkoso to non sila jama bi jan jiyo be sharinje e fansi wodo ko nole municipalities is demanding because massing bije all you need is the material input isila mol train no le melmo experts to mel sin taman adu gambia no bije mel yo training soto isa tamandi non but commitment yinka mem for foyel ila banko kanu ibado kula nyam ye sacrifice bar ni ko be fande mala ibe modol fillaje be banko bele fillaje an gambian ta amiram futata o style to me alonko inata mobile say be fangle to patoka.
Yes, sir. When I'm take on this disaster in Banjul, Valentuma flooding. Okay,
but no start in terms of commitment. I think it goes with sacrifice. Even the economic situation of the country, with this whole budget thing, the 30%, I think it has to do with sacrifice. Sacrifice in the start la melialon ko be santo from the president. And the budget line allocated for some offices and some institutions have to be cut, starting with the president. In Tama Bamalo Melialonko, at a Fengulula Banko economical at Nafadoli, even though we know diplomatically, some of these things you have to be conscious of them. Let's say be Mansaloi invite, Mansonkata, all they can have diplomatic implications. But tamo dol bije mel yalon koy man nafa sot wala mo mel kata delegate mel kata wol be nyanda kotlale. So starting with the president, nin sacrifice be kala banko kam bi, the president can even sacrifice. I don't go 30% nyumfong. He can sacrifice to say, well, myself 30% increment cannot be made for.
Well, he did sacrifice in the past. Ako 10% of his salary he pledged to the development of the country. What happened to that pledge? All right.
That is a pledge, Ebrima. I'm not serious as a country.
Materialized
that is a pledge.
What happened to the 10%?
But anyway, 10% it is for more. It is 10% the pledge. More than 30% la fete. So so 10% the jealousy. You are around $12,000, $15,000 of his salary. So, but then, with regards to Silo la Doku la Kuo, come for Nam Kuko Ebrima, Aji is in Bankoka, man can you fair the Malaya, Matilimbali in Bankoka. In Casino Melbe for Bankoka. Honey, Jabang Road. Fine, everybody said it's a classic road. But then Jabang Road be, Dulado be Betinakan, Yolone. If I'm at the jail, if Lado be Betinakan, runabout do beji, Betinakan, Ebeji Doku come. Be Silatin in Banko can be in Masakunda in Silakutul Meldoku, Sako KM Konojang, Mayalonka Beteata. In Sukuta Latukunda, Silome Yadidateng is the worst road Mayalonka on the Barrow government. Carnifing South from Iceman is among the worst roads in this country, Barrow government bill. Okay, silon melian ko be ke doku in kamenje wala manager ko nda e kaja grade ale yene manager bonje ye betango bonga kam motole na tamaka. This is what is happening in this country. Tilimbali ala be nyim banko kan ni na sila doku wala sila te doku la me yalon ka bete ya hanaka hakarang road men fata yi saying just 23% of 23 kilometers you complete. President Montadale even this OIC mo ka wuri nyin silo benna nyabala le même ko da wala 33 lane basambe be jelle ge kan tout len bolo je kam anata kala sila ken tin manke ko. So work be ka contribute la Banjul project we are talking about $40 million adunda min tole Mola project ko we are talking about president ka siya gaf mola ko jamanol nata janne eko hadis capital is very nice, you know, because they have been to independence drive it at capital jamalaton baka bi frata je ko nin capital is nice. I think wonon nendiro is a very big insult to Gambians. Mota sila hani nyama to kaf mola ko nyim capital o nyata mona nyata nyi don yo for just within an year or less than an year rek, you know, je flota mol nyabal. Now maintenant fenka kotenke abala fa warda ni ko en kam fa fanan isi yalla ñun dolbe je Ebrima minan ko tilimbal yalla ñulti hani la soxono bi nin sama keta yaaje ko ñun dulanto dal abo aka bonne e ka trale ya make so yo fix jani ba fala next sama kana akana bon kotenke wala dulaje melan ka competitor yaaje ko ñing nim man fera ko ka ñato dorong ase boyno nin sama dunata ya fix man sa kunda ka tama wala nyama banko ka tama wala nyama ika long term plan leke comme ay même foten long term plan in terms of, you know, development, infrastructural projects and all that. But if comme ay même foten money même for, we also need a proper urban design planning. We need a master plan as a country. Last time the forum you know, we were talking about these things. One economist in the country, of course, said that we need a master plan. Ako jaba yesilo soto. I'm not left to call for the fam because ndolka men fo le mko our independence leaders wala nundo melbe nunjang wala feel that a proper plan in samana. But it be from a proper plan in soto. And from boke kan de bang. People are building new cities. Today if you go to Egypt there is a city called New Almain. It's a city that is growing within a period of 3-4 years, has developed, you know, significantly, infrastructural wise and everything. That is a new city. They want to even try. They're thinking of transferring the capital from Cairo to there. so ndolman o master plan soto anu mantra kam mirala mobe be kidila jabang jambanjeli jambur kata kordal sa wodulal to if we are not mindful in the next 5 years 10 years ni mol settle taje those places will equally float
but in fact jabam fa jojje float la kabin sama
because menketa yes lo muta yasikandi santo tam manke engineer tam manke ko but there are certain basic things men anonko they don't make sense so city be fenga kanne what is the physical planning doing mol be lo kanya kama banjul be nya near street sol fongol jibe kalonko yes banjul is well planned near street sol fongol kama odula silol man soto melanko ita futa jandra benta ten e ka silol je ka tonko jibe be konyo jibe jam fine naki in the street you do for sort of connector but then the sewage system is not about yena doron ye fenko wulindi ye fenko ta cemento ning kenyo jakasi ya muta doro ya tapo wala ya raki and that is it ye fengol be bonni jemel clean da doro ya dabiti e ko bolem proper fenkoti no it's not going to work so fongan na city plan bi bankol be new city in the bill kan hani Senegal jang they are building new cities and even in city bill la they didn't do it in the absence of a proper sewage system it can make sure the sewage system can do sort of then kabri nyim floating keta men na don nyeku ya Ebrima wolem ko we saw political vampires all over in the first place these things could have been avoided sako banjul ta should be avoided it could have been avoided yafuta je floating keta mol mel lano la bungol kono kabirin suto dol fanikete nyaalela e melano la bungol kono ila konyol kam be flotta ila kordal be flotta e man futa je the first thing the government should have done as an emergency was either be kala fire service at bank or other service ning dadi kamal or whatever to go and ye jeel saba mo la kordal di la bungol kono wala nyanta de kala the first action the government nyanta mentalan but you see that
and provide food aid
yes,
for them most
you
of them
see that for tilo but you see yalon ning float kata jang yete mani boto di mola tulo di mola okay mira la ladula le kan e mani boto nin tulo dia aske no okay jia la mani boto fengalo whatever but be mira kan ladula that was the most urgent thing at the time so man say futa je politician le futa odulato alkadu jiyo kono albe natalla wol ba fala ko ha they are concerned and then you leave that place without even thinking of how these people are going to live in their houses at the end of the day sininding ko tanke sama be kala ko tanke the flow will continue and wala keta because kablinga je ko 2 days ol sama keta jesiata mo la bungol ni la ko dal ko ni konyo kan president on ada ngin vice president dol fintan ndore lota je dole fangata do e bataje hane ka fu ko fero ko mi alon ko be jina la ñun jël saba imemi do la fam the only thing member of president da ko wala one melbe ko tu manje ko tu bridjang e nyanta relocate la e be relocate la min dole itele be landi le ba fo man sa ko ndabe landi le that's number one question ni be landi la ibalo le ne bang because dole be landi le ko ditam bul be ngolo la men be la min dole that is another thing ni landi wolle ko nyanta relocate la le alon ko dole be ibotan dole be nema dole be dole mel fana ba fala ko dole fana nyanta relocate la le nyanta ka lan sotole fo government bobe kenula na même mo ko tanke president da même fo ko tanke wala ko $80 million and $43 million will be allocated respectively. But yalong isi Ebrima yalong kalan ka fa ko ñun politician wala naka how to play with the mindset of Gambians because yalong ntol kam mira ñame flood ya kan reyna do ko di ba fo ko be ñene kala do o da ma mo juso ha akanyantal but that is not the thing the most important question you need to ask is here is a country that is struggling economically. It had the reason why my new pay scale because of the economic situation of the country. It had a 30% increase haphazardly. So nim president kanalo ko tanke wakata don just the following because ninkata Thursday la salary increment fenko ya ke Thursday la Friday Saturday don nyim float ke Saturday Sunday le ninkata. So nim man sakunda president kanalo akanyim foko tanke ala nyininka ko do nyaka bo min dole because al be mello wala ko bankola economic situation right now is not good. Where are you getting that money from? And for kodo nyin kamol promise wala damako iba invest iba dun dila nyaadi how are you even going to put this na menje wala mako $40 million has been wasted in Banjul. You're coming again telling us that $80 million and $43 million will be pumping again. You see nyimbanko kan Ebrima bala fa wata wala nan ko lamine ko mel kan do ka fa ko le yadu banku don tale hada badum nyande fan sumanku ka kali fan sumanku jawola e ka mo ko le banku dol to so na ben to la jang is normal but bankol be develop kan nga Egypt mention janne e be new city la build kan Senegal is building new cities other countries are building new cities fondol kawul sotole bank ndol be yuru wakande bank other countries on bitaka nyato nyame e capital soto me anon ko is flooding yeah
Mr. Njai ni fo module sa fa ko melbe new city build kan mel yalon ko wolle be ite Gambia fana wol compano la economically ndel be ko lo wala mi
yalo ala lami I think honorable be ma ko economy la karola but yalo Gambia man fo hani bi be one piece read kan what is happening at this place, how do you call it, the bridge jarra soma farafenye
Senegambia
bridge kono men ka generate GRA ka men generate yalo ni si corruption be banko gambe nyaajele. That is the cancer of our development in this country. Ngajelo ko kabri nyim man sakunda sida ni scientima tilimbali ya menketa. Even the Gam Petroleum project me alon ko the court acquit and discharge all of them on all counts. $25 million me alon ko bala fido ngaka abeti nyata. Fem man sora je sa man sakunda court yala already court mo discharge kana fako ha we will launch an investigation. What kind of investigation are you going to launch? So corruption be banko ko wala nyim banko tinya ako ni ko Egypt woni order bankol ha wala fengol sotonton but alonko Egypt has the second highest growing population in Africa, the second biggest apart from Nigeria. Egypt has the third because it's Ethiopia. From Nigeria you have Ethiopia, then you have Egypt. Nyim banko le fana mon siatan tolti Lagos damma hadamari mo membe steri Lagos kono about 30 million people living in Lagos. Senegal Dakar damma is around 6 million or more people in Dakar alone. Ndonna banko population o be man tambi 2.5 million na nde kabin bakara mo in South Africa na classmate dol beje dole ñu fanya ko ñako kabin kay ko tamo bi this was 2018 we are less than 2 million or 2 million kay ko we are 2 million na ko ñako che fotato ya amal civil servant soto de ako ñi wadato la banko kan mo bele mo fankamati si nkaya ko don la banko mbik la banko sila la ka fon tol nte fongo damma working as a graduate assistant in UTG na salary menti because ibe jela la nal. We're talking about a country of 2 million people, 2.5 million people. Ninka wala nanka fa ninka fan compare karado lan kanim fan compare karado fanan ninko Egypt le ko do sotonde wala na flo sotonde Nigeria la sotonde oda countries la sotonde wala nga fa nga ñori man ko fana wala la mol siatan toldi sinya bilikili. But from bol be jibe kan ne bang until as a country man fo me anon kon sem fan develop no
ila jo fanan be siala na jo so nkaka ni man compare na ka ko hay to le fen soton tolti it le fanan na mol siatan tolti you talking about a country of up to 90 Egypt has up to 90 to 100 million people. Ethiopia has over 100 million people as the second highest. Nigeria has up to 300 million people. Nigeria is not a better example because that country is one of the most corrupt, if not most corrupt countries in Africa. But Egypt are moving. These are countries that are moving, even close to Senegal. Ndol na banko kan jambi Gambia nganyum fa jande ko fente jantol kam men kenyum banko kam without turning to Senegal. Kurang Senegal da ha dunjele. Okay, internet. Last time like internet there was a problem. Senator, is it Senate local whatever? Internet blackout in this country for hours. Okay, hani diome tulo men bonta ba ko no jang bandi na rinjang. Kabira fen kata jang adu tay ko mon ko Senegal. Yow la fonu. Kabiri nying food safety this
sniper issue
fenga. Man ko le min to le Senegal. Hani na football teamo kabiri na stadium mo problem so to kafiam ban ko we cannot host international games ngam ko limin to le Senegal imandula di mo la fo Thiès yow din tolla so ndol as a country are we serious as a people and men kan fa la ministre so dorong men kan fa wala ko jim problem ol bebe nyim banko kan bara kam ta ko banko dingol man care last time benyum fokan na UTG platform auto you see where you have academics and intellectuals me anon ko nim problem wul time banko kan dunia dawoda nim problem wul ta banko ka ke moteli university la pour a solution ol samana modol be jema fla ko ha ande dal ko al kakali you see certain things are happening nita cité ko idate banko la koto ha idate ji whether you like it or not be affect lale bi ni mani bodo dala fata sukuro dala fata fuelo dala fata me ya dake banko la koto même ma dake banko la koto ko akan be affect at the end of the day so ni problem on be caring salary increment last time no national audit office report fintisam no jang corruption scandals happening in this country all over. You're talking about $40 million Banjul project and all the dramas happening in this country. Banko dingol kameta ko femmantara kiring kayra ka tinyang kayra yela mota femfala mel yaran ko ka diamo ndani de men ka si radio to bi ngata tele to mediamo la ikantol le neng then kajafila dolle banko jawolti dolle be fitno wulina to the extent the president has to go many yalon ko they are concerned about the daily welfare and well-being of the Gambian people president ko lo platform to ko to kumandi ko wolle be fitno wulinde kam momantara fitno wulinde kam men tamita mola me yalon ko ye banko la nyaton kaya dila pour yoblo banko dingol ye andum ye ba wala ibag man ke ka wala corruption because president fa acknowledge ko there is corruption in this country rampant for that matter and nothing is happening the anti-corruption bill ka wuri membela hani sa hayna ji ama kese mambo jabato membe keri wala ko men diata me nyim banko kan ño feya tilimbalia ani men diata me nyim banko ko nyim ku sabolu le keri banko kan banko dingol man sula fenna moli abala wala nyama abala fa warta
abala fa warta janin jarabe la ro yella memur la honorable nga honorable ite place o mara banko kam place kuma ba banko la yirwati dano la koma although unfortunately your job was cut short ye bay but sa ni e murde udla to sainte mun be kiri la mira fo ila doku floti bari bankurul fele batar any sector dara je problem bi je soko living condition
kalon kafo banku dol be batari ne Ukraine be banko bele kan covid be banko bele kan lame dog excuseless.
And I'm happy to inform you that your former position is still vacant, Ministry of Trade.
Lame dog excuseless.
Okay.
B. American la government is steps tale. Ibe la COVID contain la nyame. COVID bekeri. Ila President Biden ya sotal. Ya jarra asain kanta kota ya soto bari munemu ye new viral drugs soto ya dada mi alon ko bafo americanol be se wo injectionol ta ye solutionol di ntel la jan ni tata l'hôpital bor de wabi je ya prescribe ni tata l'hôpital ale they've made it available in coronavirus free in the entire population. Yeah, sort of different locations. But jang itenyante fanjara la menna fa ima wosoto ni tata ibulo me ko ben ye prescription ye tata pharmacy ita sanon momo muneti eni la courant ye say shoko and unfortunately wo beke kanye banko kan manna help develop ni nata Banjul street projects wuritale nga fole bari Gambianol politics sifa bijang anotale mol boke la long term interest jube la sama jube nka bidoro ne jube ha nyimbe si lol dada kantelia so ntel fisata doltiel imalo wokodo ka bodame imala be doku la nyamen afele yesi lol doku nyin samayna ayna masibo wulu banyunun kolle ha misa mane ka memfo ntel la modol bije to ba ko rel ko nyentel lenna bundal sorni ibe wudaytal kana e bading liya kombo ako nyentel laje la mod ko data ni lulu mel be yela dulal sore be botaje Banjul because jio membije aning ni yemem fo kama total mel ka funte health condition wo fang nyanta mansa kunda solalal ye action sta ye ni remedy
okay kamunda nyata
kilimbi do ni silon ka sewage fo ndamira na engineer lomba katu ni be silo dala fana e consultants nyol tale bari consultants will a bella agreement ole jubela ko nyilbe abide kan contractors
even before paying them
bari munne kake folbe min tole na authorities mel kanyen contract ol dada yesilo dada drainage tije ikaje silol fankaratan tan be ka domal nyingo YC project tama ya jube munne bije ye banku mun ko le dem ko nyokan doro enata mano bonka ko concrete wall fenko beton lawo kan Kairaba Avenue wato until maybe mang fenke ba but we were old enough to see football for beti be do ko lan concrete base yolela ani sitila jamaje tinyala bon nyin kayra ba be ñu bu ko wo ñon silati ñaari jamaji je so ma basse dragas le adoku wol fana yi cemento leta e concrete base ke ina tayla ñing so facing ke wokan e ka jele dinkol men kakije ni moto singlate foy camera avela amol katilal because abi bambani nyanga men keta don the government failed to maintain it because ne asset soto for your maintenance for your repair ne nya kasal the damage continues wole keta nyin soma base silo note it was one of the best roads me alon ko niya maintain no abe betala ton up to today abe bari nyim banku mun ko me ya denkun ye mano bo banku mun ko ni moto kulingel borta ni romol ko ni la duno ebe mun nekela aka dumo tele wala kende be jabam mem fola hani nyin ko sarro dula dol jama be tekan mano do dula do jako abuko baso aka fol mulunke moto balka mado nyori karata silo karatanta o be mu quality problem leti so mbe do kol je kanne do kol mamol nyafa anni engineer ta itata banku dolto ntel tamata banku dolto wala siwe ni bulata je sometimes more esafa si bula kono pipe oni dolta concrete pipe lo big round pipes e kamen dundi banko kono o sifa wolbe flood avat lale barintella engineer selan nsafo e munave kere. The question goes back to them. Quality soto. To be honest, quality soto. In all these roads in Kamenke.
Watu bandale watu mentu raja wansiya kote. Kenga kumandir la kilim fulata janembe finti la studio nyinko 99475122 Hello. Waalaikum salam.
Alimbara la program video imbara.
Abaraka.
Daga kiran ni para fa bari kiran ni fi abadi kabri ngaji mbadi banyilun kodo kapo ko korati kan ani dulu wolle la kondar bula findida budaida o ayni ko abadi ko yani dandu la dala le duwale fanan wala ci mamun ni rasul ko
amin
yo bari alkanyu silo men ko nyinga o ay silo ni kombo akele be kala di wat ci doni forever anim fata ngalo na ñu registration ba sengan la yela di lo ni ka da nyami ko mi kenni waya ko nyami donc mun ko len ka dum defa wada da ko lo ta yen min na masimo ko ka ta kum bang ko di ka o le ba ke lu ni yo ka kana o di ka kilo kan
ora abaraka ba ke wato me dula jama siya abaraka ba thank you yes Mr. Yabo ela radio to la wala jam fala do mandinka etla am last caller yeah
alla program ko ngana ba is very interesting
abaraka ba ke
mbi ila lu ndaw be konton na
be moy kam
amba di issue de of gambe wala ngini ko mbukan nak gambe nol personnel wala problem mod there are this country if you came to in terms of civil engineering infrastructure lamba road work lamba there are experts in this country but when they don't want to work with the government they prefer to work with private wala mo ngi consultant council men yalla koy lo day fay yana ngeen dem nak banque do ñetti personnel la ñi ñeenti ila métier wala ba ni naka kenda opening na il faut na le privé diga cambier ko mo ni ka métier ko bu may to so la banque do le bu so dañu problème wala kon di ode issue da ko mi sanga ya ko ndol to ngeen na attitude fo len ni man na attitude fo na banque la ñaaru ta ko le ana to adam baro mata kunda bar jëm mata kunda ko denala ni dana KMC before we get in the rainy season talbi mo le jo ko drainage system mo da ki de pare jare ki imagine mo la ci subo kala ngini subo kala mo ka nyamo bunne suko ne kan ka mo le jidin kol tay ka sla ko bo le ka nyamo girma mo le jidin kol kon imagine ni sama na yama jiba accession ko da fendi ba
ada fendi no
ali ne na attitude fo le ni mo na attitude fo le na banko la nyaato ta men ba ko da ke no ko ni la nyaato ta la ba ti nyaata duma la development o da ke no la
ora abaraka ba kam saya thank you very much abaraka ba ke kamanta wato bantala feram ba jiddo ko mo wato ti kamanta ka tani interesting tabake bar wato bantala yes asasi sarodi janne Yeah,
me saro dila but just comme ka conclude da may men fodoro banko dingol la attitude falingo ngam dum fenati me alon ka ko mada baka no mediam ka wala fon kabin ka ko mol ka je koy data ko data politico to wala data banko taman dinyato fo mol la attitude faling bo fananti tano ku ko me alon ko nim man sakunda man do pour ka je ko mol tiling ka banko ta nyama nyanta la nyama in terms of contract award nyama ngano all that wato tije bari ngam be murna nam ko tan to kadiam kudo la melan ka banko ab dendim banko la kola ab gammenon sakilo to kukilinto me alon ko ninyi problem civil keta sako flodin na ke dali ka menke wala ma mol be sula fa ala la kero la nyinti mo man kuno nyinto man sama kuno nyinto man sala do ko le ka ko man sata ko be keno la go mentality fenete me alon ko mol nyanta bala man sala do ko le ka silo didam ka mek soko silo te fedulata je me alon ka problem o soto so man sala do ko le ka je ko ngatara banko ka me alon ko sila ken dol beje o manke banko dinna do ko ti banko dingol yes wala ka mek so yol maintain to sustain them bari man sala do ko le pour ka je ko woledi da abaraka bake ngabe nambe murna nyon ko den ka kacha
dimas ko den abaraka bake esanja na la programme to nyom yes lami
ko ya fu nyamen do ngamol be tendu ke jaymel ben no makam akamunda wato bantala frem be murlan dimas ko den nadi alay wata kilingula radio bon kilingo janno tema do nganna luntawol be tendu ke jay animel bella moy kam
ala ya Ibrima
ala baraka bake mbal tentula mbal jeyla ni lamurlal be barimbe min fola rek comme kawla fo all the time ko kunani beje nim mamara wala na banko kan hani nga long ngam fanda hande tablat sakunda ka sutende rek na sakunda to le nyanta marla na economy to le nyanta marla na security to le nyanta marla na sil nyanta jël ko ngebe ke kele mema wo keno rek na banko kan ka ku jamal trata ta hanibla
baraka bake ni sama bakiri mol buga hani bake ala baraka bake ke jayi ke tendu honorable Amadou Sane anim fana Ibrima Tabora mane Mr Sanyang ala baraka bake yalla na programme ro nyame fo ñun dimanche nala inshallah nga nga programme do di yalla programme do yalla gamben politique fo nyama ala